We're live here, seventh inning stretch, reacting to the Dodgers 3-1 victory over the Toronto Blue Jays 3-1 here in Game 6, forcing a critical Game 7, which everybody that loves sports knows the Game 7 is the best. So from that standpoint, nobody's disappointed at all. I know we got different fan bases joining us probably tonight here on Variety Sports Network. We're going to get right into the game here. Let's discuss it right away here. I want to get your reaction, please. If you have any comments, leave it here. I'll get whatever you can say. My goodness, ugliest man on earth. I'll get it up there. It doesn't matter. You have anything comment about the game too? I'll get it up there. Game 7's, like we said, epic. The tension's unreal. We love that. That's my initial thoughts looking at the game. And then you just don't get the defense to finish the games like you usually do there tonight with Kiki Hernandez. It looked like it was going to drop immediately off the bat from Jimenez, who's been really good for the Blue Jays. Margaret, you can't blame him getting a little lead off there, got a little too far. Can't get picked off at second there, that situation, even regardless. Probably went to score from second on a hit like that. Here's how the game ended tonight, forcing a Game 7 here. Here we go.
Jimenez floats one, left field. Hernandez makes the catch. Back to second. Game 7 tomorrow night. It's a game-ending double play. Kike Hernandez to Miguel Rojas.
And that's how we finish Game 6, forcing a Game 7 here tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. We'll get into all my thoughts, my predictions here in a little bit here as I kind of break down the game here a little bit. Man, what a great game. This is why I love baseball. I just love baseball. And we get a Game 7 here. Epic last game. Yeah, some people, my guy Logan Stowe, why is it end in November? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I was trick-or-treating earlier here. Saw the games out. I was like, let's go. What's the score? 3-1. So it was good there. Gotta love baseball. Gotta love when we get to that. It doesn't matter the teams. But again, the defense to finish a game, you don't get that very often here in a World Series to finish it out. And then we got to start with Yamamoto as well. Just continues to be a playoff star, one of the legends that's going to be part of this game here as we look at if the Dodgers can finish it off tomorrow. The run he'll have throughout the playoffs will be something that this generation will definitely remember for a while, especially given his complete games, which is even more rare. Big deal here for Yamamoto. We'll get into him a little bit later here as well. But I wanted to recap some of the best plays of tonight. So what a game we had, like in terms of some of the great plays we also said, like the one there to finish the game. Can I get my Rojas? What a pick. Anyways, Rojas. Yeah, yes, that was unreal. What a play there to finish it off the game. Yeah, obviously Kiki coming in to make the play there, but then, that's a literally what gets away from who knows, run scores, and to still have a runner on second. Just what a play to end the game defensively. Obviously credit to Hernandez too for getting the jump there on that fly ball there. He could have went back or something like that. He didn't. So what a finish there. I want to give Springer some of the, when we're mentioning best plays of this game, just again, this isn't going to be your hour podcast here. This is going to be your 15-minute kind of recap of the game, maybe 20 minutes if we go that much longer, but it depends on the comments here. But I got to give Springer some credit as well. Like you could tell he was obviously in some serious pain tonight when he was playing baseball. Like especially at the beginning, the grimaces, he guts out 2 at hits. Come on, that's pretty special right there. He passes Bernie. He's a playoff legend. You were thinking, man, something might magical happen with him tonight, and maybe it didn't lead to everything. But he got the only run batted in for the Blue Jays as well tonight. But you could just tell he was all guts tonight. It'd be interesting for Game 7. How do you not start him? 2 for 4, 2 and an RBI. You're obviously starting him, even though he's in immense pain. This is what you play for, so he's going to be in the lineup, no doubt about it. And what a to me, that was one of the best things I saw tonight as well. And then Gausman. I wanted to kind of talk about his start a little bit. Like if you were a Blue Jays fan, like you've seen this man. I saw him with the Giants a little bit. Obviously, as an A's fan, I saw him with the Orioles quite a bit at the beginning. But like tonight, he was just unreal through 9 hitters, 7 strikeouts, just mowing them down. He allows the hit. walks Ohtani. Smith comes up with the big hit, who's obviously really dangerous. Gives them the 1-0 lead, and then obviously Betts makes it 3-1 too. But Gausman's start was such an interesting one because of how dominant he was. I mean, how locked in he seemed that first 9 batters, and then they just got to him just enough, and he was able to go. I mean, Gausman still had a heck of a game. Still went 6 innings, struck out 8. Only gave up the 3 hits, but the 3 earned runs obviously was enough. So his start was electric at the beginning, no doubt about it. And then Yamamoto going 6 innings again, like I said, giving up the 1 earned run, 5 hits, 6 Ks, only 96 pitches, but given where he's been at with the last 2 complete games, no shock at all. But again, he delivers. They give him that 3-run lead there, and he lets it hold up. So Yamamoto got the job done again. And then I don't know. The other part for me was Sasaki at the end. I like the idea of them moving him to closer. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he's been great. Sometimes I wonder though, when does that run end? And I knew when they started him at the beginning of the playoff run like that, I thought, well, if they do make it that far, there might become a point where I don't know, you're just not used to that spot. I feel like that spot's such an interesting spot mentally, and he wasn't awful tonight. He should have had a strikeout on that one that led to a walk on Vladdy at the end of the game, but it was just a little bit off. And give the big hit there. Got lucky, stuck in the wall there as well. So those are some big things for me as well. Is still that Dodgers bullpen to finish a game if we're really close, and if we get the right part of the Blue Jays lineup, is there a chance we get a Joe Carter moment here in this World Series? So something I'm definitely kind of looking forward to as we kind of move on. But again, Blue Jays fall tonight. Dodgers, great game by overall 3-1. They win. We force in a Game 7. Game 7. We get out there, no doubt about it. So looking forward to that tomorrow night. Anybody out there still Halloween out there on the West Coast, congratulations to your Dodgers getting the W. Toronto, if you're still up with us late or you're seeing us in the morning, 12:21 my time, it would be if I was out there on the East Coast. Only 9:21 out here on the West Coast. Game 7 thoughts. I got a couple more things I want to get into here. Game 7 thoughts is, and what's at stake? Betts, 4th ring on the line. Mookie, can he get number 4? Would be one of the 18 people to ever win 4 World Series rings. So a lot on the line for him, and let's get into his hit a little bit. He's 3-1 here. We're not expecting much. 1 out, big part of the game. Top of the 3rd inning. Mookie's up, 1-2 count. Gausman looking like he's going to get out of the inning with only 1 run. And Mookie has been absolutely struggling. He's told you the whole world he's been struggling. And here he is with the big hit to give him the 3-1 lead, which ended up being the deciding runs.
Beats hit left field. Ohtani's in to score. Here comes Will Smith. Throw to the plate's not in time. Betts breaks through, and so do the Dodgers.
And how big is that hit moving forward? I think that's the fair question as we look at Game 7. Betts could have sucked for all time. You get into Game 6 and Game 7, he gets big hits is all that matters. And so now that we're down at desperation time, and I've always thought Mookie is one of the best players. I think most people have thought of him that over the last decade. And here we go at Game 7, and you have somebody that just got a big hit, kind of feel more confident in that situation. Not a spot you would want the Blue Jays to be in headed into that. So Mookie could be the 18th person ever to get 4 rings. Pretty special club there, no doubt about it. I haven't checked yet. Maybe the Dodgers did it somewhere when I wasn't expecting it, but they possibly, let's see if they started a game. Let's see if they've announced, let's put it that way, a Game 7 starter for tomorrow, still to be determined. Will they go Kershaw for 1 out? Can we get that graphic again? It was supposed to be Johnson versus Maddox, and it became Scherzer and Kershaw. What an opportunity for Fox to show it again if they could get that graphic up one more time. But it would be kind of funny if they say, all right, Kershaw, we're going to give you 1 batter. We're going to see if you get him out. You get the next one, we'll give you a little bit more. Just be funny if the Dodgers went like that just to get the Scherzer versus Kershaw matchup. But the bottom line is this. Kershaw's going for 3 rings. Scherzer's going for 3 rings. These are two of the best pitchers in the last 20 years. And this ring will definitely make the resume look a little bit better. So curious what Scherzer has tomorrow. Curious if Kershaw plays a role at all. I guess is not, but we'll see what the Dodgers do with him, as they're going to be all hands on deck. Blue Jays going for their 3rd championship. Dodgers going for their 8th championship overall here, as we have the Game 7 tomorrow night in Toronto, as the Blue Jays won 3-1 tonight to move on to the Game 7 here. And like we said, we talked about Yamamoto. We talked about all the stars that we could possibly talk about. Shohei wasn't the biggest deal, biggest guy in the world, but I feel like Will Smith was kind of the unsung hero. And I give him the 1-0 lead. He's always been solid for them. Here's him giving the lead here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Hooked down the left field line towards the corner. It is a fair ball. Will Smith delivers a 2-out double. Tommy Edmonds in to score.
And you got the little excitement there at the end there with I think if you understand English, you heard that. Hero chart. So like for tomorrow, Game 7, where would be the guys you're like, all right, these are the top guys going to be heroes outside the starters, like Scherzer, maybe Kershaw. No, I'm just kidding. Where do we go with starters? You can go anywhere you want to with this. I'm just messing around. But hero chart, to me, it's obviously Vladdy. Vladdy's number 1. He's like the guy we're looking forward to. The guy, can he be the hero? He's the star of the Blue Jays. They're at home. Is he the stud that gets the job done? Dodgers, obviously, Shohei. Is he the guy that gets the clutch home runs like he's been able to? I think 1-2 out of the way. But then let's have some fun with some other guys. I think Kirk got hit on the hand tonight. Left the game, obviously, because pinch runner as well in that situation. But I'm sure that does not feel good on your catching hand and your lead hand as a hitter. Is he kind of a one game? He's been awesome for them. Is he somebody that comes up big for them? Kiki makes the defensive play tonight. Kiki Hernandez. How do I not say he's going to be the unsung hero? I mean, like, if I was to pick 2 guys outside of Vladdy Shohei, I would go Kirk and I would go Kiki for the Dodgers as well. So those are my guys there. Some other factors, obviously, would be Barger tonight with the big hit. Felt like he's always been a factor for the Blue Jays. I'd look out for him tomorrow night in big moments. And then, obviously, Betts. I mean, getting the big hit tonight, and then he's been struggling, but that might be just enough in another big spot for him to feel confident enough to get a big single there as we enter Game 7 tomorrow night. And just, God, looking forward to it. Gotta love baseball, people. Tomorrow night, prediction. Dodgers, obviously, like part of me was like, all right, Dodgers, 7-4, something like that. I like the Blue Jays tomorrow. I like them 7-5 to win the game. I think that the Dodgers are going to have to go a little earlier in the bullpen than they really wanted to. I think they're going to have to use more guys than they wanted to. They're obviously Ohtani's on deck. They're going to obviously go with anybody. Trinan's going to be willing. Suzuki's going to go again. Glasnow will go. Like, they're going to throw everybody at them in a 9-game scenario. So the Blue Jays, I think I have a little bit of an upper hand hitting wise. I feel like they're at bats all season long. They grind, and I just think if they can just get literally early, we'll see what Scherzer can give them. I think the Blue Jays could keep adding on. I like 7-5 Blue Jays. I'm going to say they're the champs tomorrow night. So looking forward to Game 7 tomorrow. Looking forward to the atmosphere that Toronto brings to it. So, man, Game 7 in baseball. Nothing gets better than that. Absolutely nothing. All right. People have been tuning in with us on Variety Sports Network. Appreciate you guys tuning in all baseball season long. Appreciate we got one more tomorrow. I'll definitely give you a reaction tomorrow night after Game 7. But I'm Darren Breyer here on Variety Sports Network. What a game we had tonight, and I'm looking forward to Game 7. We will see you tomorrow night after Game 7. Happy Halloween. Peace.